Hello gems, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm excited to talk to you guys about how I self-published my first ebook on Amazon, KDP. So just so that you know, I did this last year in November. I had a very soft launch, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give you quick about 12 steps on how I did it. It's pretty simple, it's very easy. So the very first thing that you need to do is obviously write your book. It doesn't really matter how short it is. My book is technically considered low content. My ebook is about basically the behind the scenes of me being an Etsy seller, and it's basically like a business diary, and it's from my perspective. So it is actual content. Yes, so first thing you have to do is write it. Next thing you do is obviously read it from beginning to end. There's going to be a point in time where you just have to literally sit there and just read your book from first page all the way to the end of the very last page. Okay, so that was step 2. Step 3 is obviously doing a light edit. And then after you do a light edit, go ahead and step away from the book. I stepped away from the book for like a month. And then for the month of that, I just kind of like thought about my book, but I didn't read it. I didn't look at it. I didn't do anything with it. I just stepped away. I didn't do any editing. I just stepped away from it and just thought about my book. It was like, okay, how am I going to, market this and all that stuff? But really, I didn't do any marketing. Okay. And then step 4 is, of course, to do an actual edit. So I self-edit mine. You can probably tell. I did not pay somebody to edit my book. This was my very first book. So I did just kind of want to go through the entire process all by myself from point A all the way to point Z. Okay. So that's the next step, that's step 4. Step 5 is, of course, create your title. I created the title of my book at the end of writing it instead of creating the title before, because I was still struggling on where I wanted the direction of the book to go. And then finally I decided that I just kind of wanted to be like an open diary of it's a continuous stream of thought, and it's like I said, it's like a diary, like day 2, and you do like August 7th 2022, and you just write whatever you want for that day, and I talk about business things that I learn and the concepts. Okay, so next thing you do, step 6, is of course create your book cover. I created my book cover on Canva. It was for free. So all of this entire process, I wanted to do this entire process without spending any money. And the only thing I wanted to spend is obviously my time. And I specifically did this because it was more so an experiment to say that yes, I could do it. Of course, obviously with future books, I would be spending the money to have it edited, spending the money to have a really good book cover. But this is, like I said, this is a very low content book, diary wise. Okay, that's just kind of like how the direction that it went. The next step, step 7, is of course downloading your content from the Google Docs. I use Google Docs to write my entire book. All of my books, I use Google Docs to write my books because Google Docs is super easy. You can download it from the download file, and then you would do a Microsoft Word doc, and it's super easy to upload to the Amazon KDP. It's very easy interface. I do not recommend that you use EPUB files because they just don't work anymore, and this is current information based off of last year and this year. Okay, so definitely just do it through like Google Docs, and then download it that way, download your manuscript that way. Okay, so step 9, create an account with KDP, and of course upload your book cover, all of that. Follow the prompts. It's pretty easy. It's not that hard. Following the prompts is probably somewhat time consuming, but it's not like it's hard. It's super easy to do. You just want to make sure that you follow and it goes step by step. Like it's very super easy, friendly, user friendly, and it's easy to go through to get from the beginning all the way to the end. Okay, and then going over to step 11. Choose how you want to charge your ebook. That is in following the prompts, step 10. But I would say, you know, that's one of the reasons why I stepped away from my book, to figure out like price range. Like I said, it's low content. This is all me doing it by myself, very much free, everything, you know, as far as like creating it and developing the product and the book in general. Okay. And then step 12 obviously is click publish. So after you click publish, you're going to have to wait for them, of course, to approve your book, but really, you know, not going to take them that long to approve it. So obviously click publish, and then you're just going to wait until it gets started, and then it actually will be published. Your book will be published probably, I would say, a couple days later. I think I checked back in a week because I just wanted to make sure like it's fully there. And what I decided to do is I went to my own personal Amazon account, pretending like I was a customer, and I just typed in the name of my book and I looked for it, and it was there. It was on the first page, so I was very excited about that. But of course, there are a lot of things that you want to research as far as making sure you have your keywords and all that extra stuff. But I definitely recommend that you do try this experiment for yourself, just to see the whole process about like self-publishing an ebook. I did enjoy my time, especially writing it. I do love writing. It's just something that I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this from beginning to end. I don't even really care if I make any money. It's gonna be a series anyway, especially now that I've really narrowed down what my idea process is and my thoughts. So yes, definitely go check out the book. It's called The Wannabe Millionaire, a peek inside the life of a struggling serial entrepreneur. Definitely check that out. It's on Amazon KDP. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And of course, always remember to shine bright, my beautiful gems. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.